All right, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praises and honor and glory that is due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, rule well, and as always, we give peace and salutations into the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. All right, and to the few sisters, the Aqua that are listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. Coming back at you with another lesson, and hey, prophecies are moving fast. The hourglass is running low, man. The sand in the hourglass is getting short. All right. The days are being shortened for the elect's sake, and things are moving much, much faster. Okay. So without further ado, I'm gonna show two articles. Okay, I'm gonna read this one and then I'm gonna show another article just to show you how things are moving much quicker and faster, man. Because hey, he is moving evilly. He is moving forward with his NWO. All right, which means New World Order. All right. So now in New York City, all right, this is from Bloomberg.com. It says NYC, New York City, will have Crown Royal checkpoints at key bridges and crossings. So what scripture comes to mind when you think of that? 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17, where it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. This is what we've been telling you, all right, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the brothers on down that's been teaching longer, and of course myself, who's almost been teaching for almost 2 years now. Okay? So I ain't gonna make it to 2 years, but, I've been teaching for a year and maybe a few months, I came to this truth. It's been 2 years now, so since I came to this truth, found out that I was Hebrew Israelite, but that's for another story. Another lesson. But hey, I ain't gonna make it to teach 2, 3, or 4 or 5 years, hey, because hey, this thing is done, okay? We're almost out of here, and the famine of the word is about to set in, so I ain't gonna make it to 2, 3, or 4 years, and hey, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because hey, we ready for this thing to come on and pop off. We ready for this devil to move on with his new world order, and that's exactly what he's doing by having checkpoints at key bridges and crossings now. Okay, so this thing is moving faster now. Okay, so for all you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, not to forget our speckled Israelite brothers out there who are scattered amongst the heathen and Gentile nations, it's time to wake up, man, because things are moving much, much faster now. Okay? All right? So, let's see. Let me read. New York City will have vehicle checkpoints at key bridges and crossings, and will strictly enforce the travel quarantine, Sheriff Joseph Facito says. The sheriff office will conduct spot checks when out-of-state buses drop riders off at the curb. Test and tracing teams will be on the ground to direct individuals to testing sites and provide education on quarantine, Facito said. Oh boy. So hey, if you travel from one state to another, there are going to be checkpoints to test you for this Crown Royal -19 that has a 99.97% recovery rate, people. Come on, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, the 14-day quarantine mandate that travelers quarantine or test out violations of self-quarantine will be enforced and may carry a fine up to $1,000 to $2,000, according to the mayor's office. Wow. So this is where we are in Bible prophecy, man. Okay? Let me tell you a little something what happened last night. Last night, here where I live in Arkansas, Fort Smith to be exact, we had severe weather. And them severe weather, that line of severe weather is moving fast and coming in fast, which kind of stirred up a tornado a little bit. Might be a F1. I don't really think it touched down or anything. I don't think it did any damage here in Fort Smith or anything like that. Well, I watched the news and I don't think I heard any. But that's not the point. I heard the sirens going off. Those tornado sirens going off. That there was an omen, okay? That was an omen. The Lord Yahweh Shai spoke to me last night, man. That was an omen. Letting me know that those sirens are soon going to be going off. And they won't be for no tornadoes, man. Those sirens are going to be going off because of things that are going to be going on in state after state across Babylon, the great America. There things are going to be going on. And you're going to have those same sirens going off. Okay, but it ain't going to be from no severe thunderstorm warning or no tornado warning. It's going to be going off for to let you know that, plagues are being released or some type of illnesses that's going to kill more people than this Crown Royal 19. Okay, they're going to be going off. And then those missile sirens are going to be going off. Okay, so hey, these are the times we're living in. But the elect is going to be delivered out of that before those sirens go off. But hey, the Lord Yahweh Shai showed me that last night. He allowed that little tornado warning to happen just to show me that was a sign, man. Okay? And hey, it was a sign. Alright? And these are the times we're living in. Okay? Let's read up another article. And I will post both of these articles, and I'm not going to read this one, though. Alright? I'm going to read a little bit of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing because, if you mention anything about the Maxine water, they'll take your video down. So I'm not going to read this whole. I'm not even going to read this at all. I'll put it in the description box so you can read it for yourself. And it says, Qantas boss says passengers will need to be jabbed for international flights. So in order for you to fly, you're going to have that Maxine water or evil Mad Maxie jabbed into you in order for you to travel or go anywhere now. Like I say, these are the times we're living in. Let's move on. This is where we are in Bible prophecy. Okay? Let's see what I want to get first. Let's get Matthew 24. And I'm going to start at verse 21. Lucky. There you go. I'm going to start at verse 20. Matthew 24 and verse 20. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And the days are being shortened for the elect's sake, man. Okay? We're almost out of here. So, we almost out of here. Let's get Matthew 21 and let's see. I'm going to start at verse 27. Matthew 24 and verse 27. Then shall they see the Son of Man, which is Yahushua, coming in a cloud, and that's the chariot, with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Brothers and sisters, our redemption is near. We're almost out of here. But we have to go through Jacob's trouble first, which is getting closer and closer. We're going to have to go through that hour of temptation, which is also upon us. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. What trouble? Jacob's trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's talking about the elect, the 144,000 and 1/3 men, women, and children are going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. Okay? It's rolling in the spirit. This is Revelations chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And what's the hour of temptation? The mandatory evil maxi, and of course, the mandatory microchipping, which is coming real soon. Okay? Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right? Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Brothers, hold that which is fast, that no man take your crown. We got to continue to pray, continue to fast, and hold fast that no man take our crown, man. Because, hey, this thing is moving fast now. Slocky, I'm sorry. I'll watch that when I get through. Yeah, of course. Let me go here. This is, all right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. If that's starting in New York City, that's going to be happening all over. That ain't just going to be happening in New York City. Those checkpoints. Checking to see if you got the Crown Royal -19. That's going to be happening all over America, Babylon the Great. There are going to be checkpoints on all America. Well, you won't be able to travel in or out of a city unless you have been tested and unless you done had the jab. Verse 18. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. The sand in the hourglass is running low, Israel. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we ain't got long. Okay? This is Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Seek him now while he may be found. Call upon the Lord Yahweh Yahushai while he is near. The sand in the hourglass is running low. It is high time to wake up out of sleep. Prophecies are moving that much faster. So with that, call Halayina Angahawanai Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakadash. Lord willing, I pray this lesson was edifying. And I'm going to close it here and say Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and why Abba Babal. Shalom.